Hey guys, welcome back. And before we start, let's see if sounds all good for you guys. Let me know. All right, let's get going. All right, so just go to a daily quickly here. $25,550 is this liquidity that I think we might want to get to. It's around there. Okay, so we had a big push up, so there's obviously liquidity down here, and we've taken out some of these liquidities already. There was overnight. Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm taking all the stuff off. We still got equal lows down here. We've got those highs up there, so might want to see a push up into those equal highs right there. All right, so obviously we've got news at 10, so don't want to get too crazy. Let's see. All right, let's go to the 1 minute and see if we can find something. All right, so gosh, let me just change this. This was obviously liquidity that we were taking, and there's some equal lows there that was taken as well at market open. So nice big fair value gap here, break in structure, protected low here. All right, so we're gonna see if we can write something up to there. So, but let's give it some time. Just want to see something, yeah. So I'm not going to be over eagerly jumping into these trades, and the reason is there's some news coming in later. So I'm going to change my camera because I think you guys don't want to see my face all the time there, so give you guys like a nice open screen. Okay, so where are we? We ran liquidity, aggressive push away. I know this is 15 minutes, but this is where I want to see price stay above, break of structure. If we can get price to close above here, then this will be a protected low and we might see some push down, but that would give us maybe a nice opportunity to take a long to these highs up here. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. Then I'm going to jump over to, I just want to see what 5 minutes look like here. Ta, 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 ta. 5 minutes already broke that structure. But yeah, I must just be careful here. Maybe let's go to 1 minute. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Close it below that, and obviously we might want to run a bit lower first. I wonder if there is anything. Okay, so this to me looks like the run up into these liquidity. Now we actually get a break of structure. Yeah, break of structure. that I'm going to take away. We're also breaking structure down here. So we've got a potential short here. I mean, it needs to go, it needs to pull up pretty aggressively here. But let's see. Let's see. I'm just marking out what I see, so I'm not taking anything yet. And that looks like a little stop run there. Nice push up, stop run, shift away, break of structure. Also looks like a nice break of structure here. This is the Fair Valley Gap. And I just want to see where this lands. So if we want to take entry in this Fair Valley Gap, I wouldn't take it down here. I would look for something much deeper because that's 50% of this range. But even if we don't take it here, I'm not too concerned because this is the equal lows that we might want to target. Let's get it right. Gosh. Sorry guys. Why is it not staying there? Alright, so these looks like equal lows. We might want to target the swing point here. Gosh, why is this not working? Alright, so okay, so now we're getting close to this 50%. And I'm going to try short here, guys, but I'm just going to put 10 on here. So let's see if it was actually already in that area. Okay, so we're not there yet. So let's see if we can get a short here. Okay, so I haven't entered yet, and I'm not going to push it too much because there's news later. Guys, this is not a real account that I'm trading here. Any real trades, I would wait for 10 a.m. The only reason I'm taking this or trying to take this is we've got some sort of a liquidity raid up here. Break of structure, aggressive push down, leaves a Fair Valley Gap, and this is where this range 50% resides up here. So we didn't get there. This is quite common for Fair Valley Gaps. So I'm going to show you guys, you know, to form a swing point, come down and run it and then see the move. So now we formed this swing higher. I want to see something raided and close below that swing point. Then that would be a nice liquidity raid up in there, picks me up, and then sell off to this low here. So let's see if this candle wants to spike through it and give us that entry. Again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is education. Now I've been putting the trade, but now what I want to see is a nice pullback. And then my attention goes to this low here. Want to see us close below. That's not ideal. And let's see if we're going to pull back. We close above it, so that tells me we might want to go higher. Let's see if we can get a big push down here to close below the swing point. Okay, so remember we've got this high up here. We've got these liquidity pools down here. So what could be happening here now, we had this nice consolidation, run those equal highs up there, run these equal highs down here, and now back into the range. And then most probably just going to stick around and wait for the news that's coming out at 10. Right, so okay, I'm taking this off, and the reason being is we closed above this fair value gap. There's no point me holding on for that. And we broke structure here, so that's pretty bullish. It's fine, down 500, but that's fine. I just want to see something. So this is also most likely like the first presented fair value gap. But yeah, let's keep an eye. Alright, so let's mark these lows out and see. This is most probably going to be the new swing high. Okay, so we're still stuck in this first 15-minute range, and obviously worth watching and see how price behaves. That's probably going to be the new swing high. Okay, that's a swing point. Now we want to see what price is going to do up here. Is it going to close above it? Is it going to spike through it? Or are we just going to keep it in this range? Then this becomes the new low. That's an aggressive push. Let's see. See now, it's all about how we close, you know, and how we're reacting from these highs. If it closes like that, it's pretty bullish. If it pins through it, it could maybe go sideways a bit. Right, so now we want to see I'm going to see for a pullback here. Yeah, that's a bit. That was a nice bullish close. It's nice to get some sort of a pullback back into this. So let's see if we can get that fair value gap. So now I want to keep an eye on this fair value gap if it forms, and see if we want to come test this to go higher. If you really look at this, okay, so that 50% lines up with this fair value gap, so it's worth taking along there. Okay, so in the trade, This is, gosh, what's happening here? That is protected low. And now what we want to see is, oh gosh, what we do if we're going to go higher. I'm going to take profit up to there, and see if we can manage it up to there again. Okay, so this is the fair value gap. Okay, that's a new high. I want to see price close above that for me to obviously bring my stop closer. So let's see. Let's see, this is the range. So even if you were trading this range on the orb strategy, to that effect, I know there's news coming out, so I'm going to leave my stop here. Otherwise you could have put your stop at this 50%. If it then comes back down, then obviously you want to be out of the trade. I'm happy with the entry here. Now it's just a matter of managing this trade. Guys, very importantly, once you enter a trade, you obviously look for, so this is a swing point, but I need to see something close above here for me to bring in my stop. But for now, I don't sit and say, we want to, I can make it a 4,000 again, just to leave it a round number. I might get out here, guys. It's all about reading what price tells you now. So obviously this was a nice shakeout both sides, longs and shorts, and now it's gradually building up higher. We could create all the swing lows, and then when news come, it could spike through all of it, stop everybody out, and do something crazy. So for now, I'm just gonna stay put. 10 minutes, well, in 1 minute, like now the macro is starting now, so hopefully we see some sort of a momentum. But also now we see this consolidation here. I'm still leaving my stop down here. If it comes and stop me out, that's fine. Let's see. Not a protected low yet. I want to see a close above there for this to be protected. I will then move my stop below that fair value gap. Oops, sorry. I just hit the mic there for a bit. Sorry, guys. All right, so now we're talking, but it's all about what's happening now. Let's see if we can copy this image. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my stop there. So if we get the move down, it's fine. So I'm playing it safe here. I could actually just bring it to break even like I'm doing now. So I can't lose on the straight. And it's because of this swing point here that broke this. I want to see first how are these candles close here. Yeah, news coming in. I wouldn't advise to take any trades, just for the reason that obviously, like we're saying, there's news coming in. PMI is coming in at 10 the next 6 minutes, and anything can happen here. I mean, this protected low can be violated. Could get stopped out here, or we can respect these lows and go higher. So this is where my attention goes now. I want to see, it would be great to see that pin there and go higher. Let's see. Okay, so price is closing nicely there. See if we can close above here now. Okay, let's see if the swing point's going to hold price. Does anybody take any trades? Hope not. Okay, so this is where we are now, just so you know. We need to close above here to go higher. This is on 15 minutes. So I'm just telling you, so currently we pretty much stuck below that. So that could send us lower here. I am 100% sorry, South African guys. It's amazing. I don't know, our accent sounds like Australian. I had someone the other day ask me the same thing. All right, so just so you guys can see, we're running a low here. So this candle, I want to see close higher here and not come down. That's like a little liquidity rate, but I need to see pressure or to the upside. Guys, don't forget to, if you don't mind, hit me with a thumbs up there on this video. It helps with YouTube and algorithms and all of that. I mean, I look at this trade and people will look at it as well and say, listen, Neil, why don't you just take the money off? Could have taken over $1,000 already. Yes, I know I can. But in the long run, if you keep taking, small trades like this, I'm saying small trades, you got to give a trade the full potential to scoop as much money as you can. That's my philosophy. I mean, 2 to 1 is good. If you risk 1,000, try to take 2,000. But I like to manage my trades, and ultimately like to get to that 4,000 mark there. We got it last week, and nothing stops us. And the thing is, this is my process. My process is to sit down and gauge what the market does here. Like we've seen, I first thought we're going higher, then we went the opposite. I was like, okay, now let's wait and see. Then we broke structure here, and we start moving higher. And obviously, I got involved here. And yeah, if you want to be good at trading, you got to master your process, not just profits, because profits will come if you got a well-oiled process. So my process is not to trade, and I'm going to contradict myself here, not to trade because the news is coming in 2 minutes, and wait for that, obvious liquidity to give you opportunity to trade from the one side to the other. That's fine. But I also want to show you guys, even if you start in the middle of nowhere following how structure gets broken, where protected lows forms, fair value gaps and all of that, you can actually start trading in a so-called random direction. But this is not random. We obviously identify there's value here, there's value down here. So what does that mean? It means we can go anyway. And the thing is, this candle now got to close above this level here. If it doesn't, okay, well, we've got 30 seconds for this to close there. Then I'm thinking we might move higher here. If we don't, we might just get stopped here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this trade. Normally I will just take it off, and hopefully we can get that push. Okay, there's the spike, there's the push. This should be protected low here. Just so you guys can see, I'm expecting this level to hold, and let's see if we can get that push up higher there. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna put us in profit slightly there. I wanna see this candle close up there. If it comes down now, it's fine. It must take me out, and it's because this is a oh gosh, this is my protected low, not this one. If price was moving slower, I most probably have chosen that one, but because of the news, this one ran liquidity, and then that one ran liquidity. If this close up and take this low this high out, this will become a protected low. But let's see, maybe we want to, I don't know, do some stuff down here first. Always going to change this to breaker structure. So close. See, I'm out $200 profit, but I have not been tempted to move my stop lower. And that's the process, guys. I've identified a protected low. We've closed above here. Unfortunately, we saw this the spike up and then the move down. That's fine. Now we just need to find another trade. It's simple as that. And we could easily see this just come back into this fair value gap and then run higher. So one thing that you guys will see, what I'm not trading, I don't trade, what do you call it, fundamentals. I really don't look. I mean, I know there's news and I use news in a different way. So in this case, this wick is liquidity right there. And this was the news wick. So we might be selling off here. I promise you guys, we're going to get a setup that takes us back to this wick. And why this wick? Not every data high or low is a liquidity pool. You guys got to think about this. The market broke structure here. It went up. Some people who's following the same methodology that I am, at some point here, they thought they're missing the boat and they just jump in long. Then you get this aggressive move. And now we're breaking structure to the downside. People are shorting now. This is where they put their stops, and everybody who went long, this is where they're getting stopped out. So, depends on how many stops are down here. We might see a bigger and a more aggressive push lower. But because people are shorting this, because people might say this is SMT, break of structure, there's no fair value gap here, probably going to short it, look for an entry to take a short. Break of structure here, and break of structure. So now we just need to sit and wait. So I'm going to mark this red to remind you guys about this. And we might even make it a little bit thicker. This is a level we're going to revisit. Okay, so this was a nice entry actually, inversing this fair value gap. I haven't taken it because that's not my entry. My entry is liquidity, run it, aggressively shift away, which is perfect. Now I need to find a fair value gap in a premium. Premium is above the ranges 50%. There's no fair value gap here. So I can't even take a trade, unfortunately. We're in this fair value gap, or this is actually also IFG. Nope, sorry. This is an earlier IFG. And guess what? We're stuck between these two again. So just going to mark that out. And I mean, we can see our price develops in here. I know there's a target down here for us. So even though we got stopped here, and look at this, guys. If I left my stop where it was, geez, I don't even know where was it, but I know it was 1,000. I would have been down 1,000. But because I manage my trade and I stick to my rules, I made $200 there, and I lost 500 in the previous trade, the quick 1 year. So I'm only down about 300. 325. Right, so this could be a big short for us if we break and close. If you look at the 15 minutes, this could be a bigger short than just these. I think we could go much lower. And if we close below the section here, I'm just going to take that off. Then this thing is going to drop. Okay. It's always important, guys, to keep an eye on what a higher time frame does. Because you want to stick with the bigger the bigger momentum. Come on guys, don't be shy to throw me some likes on this video. I need more likes. Okay, so I'm gonna just stretch this out a bit so we can get clear view on price action. Fair value gap, inverse again. I don't know if that's always good, because that might send us on a sideways move here, but nevertheless we follow what price does. So now this is important for us to look for breaker structure right there, but we might want to see price pull back a bit here. Let's see. Because we broke this structure here, I mean, we need to pull back quite a bit, at least to this fair value gap up here. We might even want to see price going through there, and let's see. See, this fair value gap is even too low. Just gonna put a little line there so we can see it. And maybe it's one of those things again that we're not gonna see at 50% tested. All right. Alright, let's see what we want to do. So we're stuck between these two fair value gaps, so just keep that in mind. I don't like it. I've never have. And it's all about timing the market here. Alright, so now we're in this fair value gap here, and I need to just mark it out. I don't want to clutter the chart here, but just to show you guys, there's a fair value gap. So now let's see, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? Remember, even though you mark out a level and say this is where price should go to, sometimes price doesn't have to go where you want it to go, right? Sometimes you just have to follow. This is a nice outside bar, potentially send price lower. And I expect this is going to be a high. Let's see. I wanted to see something quickly. Boom, boom, boom. 64. Okay, so that anybody who traded the ARP probably got a 1-to-1 on that spike. Let's give it some time. Okay, there's 50%. There's no fair value gaps here, so I'm wondering if I just should put an order there and see. Let's see if that's something of value there. Only reason I'm taking this, broke structure here, big push down. Now it looks like some sort of consolidation, and I will be monitoring price. Okay, so that's not a swing point. Let's see, there's a swing here. Lining a break of structure maybe there. If we go higher here, that would be it, and that lines up with this fair value gap to inverse again. So, but let's see if this does anything or what it does. Let's see how price reacts from this 50% of this range. Looks like a sideways thing for me. Just missed that 50%. Let's see if we can get it now. With a nice little pin. What would this jumps? Okay, so we're in the trade now at that 50%. This price could still do something up here and then maybe come down. It would be nice if it pins back down here. There's a swing right here now. So if we want to see price go down, I want to see a nice pin, break here, and then we can expect something to go lower here. Okay, so I haven't put the swing in here yet. This could also come to the swing high here. This one here to test it up here. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of a black candle down here. Right, so I've got a swing point now. Let's see if we can actually, something I wanted to check quickly. Okay, let's see it. Okay, so there's this gap, opening gap down here. It lines up with those equal lows. All right, so we've got our swing point here. We don't want to see price go close above that because then we most probably going to push higher. It'd be nice to see some sort of a push lower to come and close down here to send price a bit low. The only thing is these fair value gaps, which is now IFEGs, it lines up with this previous IFEGs, so that's something that can hold price a bit. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just want price to go to a liquidity pool because that would give us a nice opportunity. But so far, so from this high to this low, that's your first 15 minutes. So we broke above it, back into the range. Now we're on the top of this range. Now I want to see what this candle does. Nice if it's a spike like that, not a close above there. Still above this 50% though. So if this was going to be short, this is not a bad area to get in still. Okay, let's see. Right, so we pinned through that high and closed down. So now we want to see price close below this structure. Don't want it to go pin another high and stuff like that, because then what I'll do, I'll just take the trade off. And the reason for that is it might gradually do something higher and not give us the momentum that we want to show that we actually want to go lower. And I don't want to get stuck in a trade that might go all the way to there. Maybe we on our way there now to then come down later. Okay, that's me. I took that trade off. It's not playing ball for me. So obviously need to see. I need to see price do something. Yeah, it's not doing it. Okay, so far we made a low there, a low there, a low there. These lows all going to become liquidity later. So maybe what we do is we get price move to this level, reverse, and then we get a much more energetic move down. Right, so I'm just going to mark it out as we go. That's a high, that's a low. I'll mark it out now, see what this candle does. And this low is lining up with this little bit of a fair value gap down here, so we're most probably gonna, break structure here to send it higher. Well, this is in 1 minute. Let's see what 15-minute looks like. Yeah, 15-minute bullish, bearish, and then back. So this is what I'm seeing on the 15-minute. So I'm going to take all of this off. We got this high here. We broke above it. That's a protected low. So this could still rally higher. Because if this was a 1 minute chart, I would have said this is where we ran liquidity, protecting low, breaking a bigger structure here. So I don't want to see price go below here. We did get that, that spike down and rejection. And now it's all about this little candle here. If it's actually going to push higher here. And then let's see what the hourly looks like. Okay, so the hour was also pretty bullish. Big outside bar, ran liquidity, closed above this swing. That's a nice big structure. It's normal for price to move back into this candle and then rejects to go higher. 4 hours, let's see how that one ended. 6 there, big move down, which could be the false move, and now turn around to move higher to these levels here, which is at 22,550 level that we spoke about earlier. All right, so I mean the momentum looks bullish on a bigger time frame, but I mean I would have wanted at least to see price come down to one of these levels and give us a setup to take it higher. The other thing we must also remember, it's Monday. It's Monday after Easter on Friday, so price don't really have to do anything. Let's see. So this was okay, so we've broken this little structure here. This one here, that's a swing low. But if we reject this now, okay, so we're rejecting it there. Now I would expect price to go to this levels up here. The reason that is, there's a swing low here. From that swing low to that swing low, that's 50%. That's a liquidity rate. Then you want to see momentum to the upside. That will make this a protected low and send us off to another liquidity pool. So we've marked out this red one here. But pretty much stuck here. I want to see price actually close above that. If there's a fair value gap in here, I would most probably look to take a long there and try to take it all the way there or even higher. Okay, let's see. Which one are we going to break? So we're leaning more towards a bullish move. So, but that doesn't give us the right to just jump in here and hope that we go. We want to see, I mean, we broke structure here. We came back. There's a protected low. Didn't take it out. We took this one out. But now we want to see that confirmation to say this is protected. Leave a fair value gap. Let us get in there and then try to ride it up. Okay, what are we going to do? Right, so I don't know if anybody has taken trades already, has made some money. You want to share something? Is there any specific levels that everybody is watching? Yep, market's not good. But then again, guys, FOMC this week. Got to be patient. Now we're just consolidating. See this break of structure looks like almost equal highs here. Okay, let's see if we can actually guess that. All right, let's see. Take 3 trades. What? Yeah, up $34. Okay, well, good. Pretty much a sideways move here. And we're still consolidating right at the top of this first 15-minute move. And see, that's the range. Get to the top, drop. Get to the bottom, rise. And if you follow structure like this, it actually keeps you out of sideways moves like that. I mean, some people would have short above this 50 or at 50. And now you're sitting with a trade that goes higher, gives you hope because you shorted, makes you depressed, suddenly give you hope again. And I don't know. This is like a seesaw on your emotions. And at some point, when you hold this thing all the way to here, and you're like, that's it, I'm out, close the trade, it reverses here and drops. And then you're even more depressed because why did I sat through all of this up to there, close the trade, and then it went into my favor. All right, so PM, I've got, okay, so I'm down $800 today on this account. I'll see if there's a trade here, not now, but before I jump off. So I'm at stream till 11, and I'll be back at PM session today at 2 p.m. And then, yeah, maybe the conditions better then. Maybe there's a trade for us to take there, or to learn from, not to take. Okay. The other thing is also, following the structure and all of that. Nothing really sets up A plus for me. This was probably the closest I got to an A plus because we consolidate, we ran liquidity, we shift away, drop, breaking all the structures, and we didn't take this structure out, but then we came back to the 50% through all these fair value gaps. Maybe that's something we need to take away from this. When price slipped through all fair value gaps quite easily, that tells a story as well. But then again, if we inverse this way, multiple, inversions, also not a good sign. And, when smart money is behind a trade, when you shift away from a level, come back to a level for smart money to participate, it's going to go away. It's going to come back, give the opportunity, and rock out of there. Now what we see is just stuck. Sorry, what? Sell at fair value gap 375. 3. Oh, so this one here. So someone, if I read the comment correct, is in the short. That one there. Well, let's see. Hope it plays out. Where's your target? Yep. My only problem is we stuck in this range. Break of structure is down here, which would be great. See, what I would like to see is if we're above this shift, consolidation. The way I read price is price will consolidate, it will manipulate, it will expand. So I want to see consolidation, nice equal highs here, expand through it, shift, break in structure, form a fair value gap, let me enter, take it down. I'm not saying your entry is wrong here, I'm just saying that's what I would do. I typically won't take a trade like this because one, I haven't tested trades like this to be confident to say it will play out 70% of the time. So yeah, so I hope it plays out though, because then this whole structure here is right. It was in a nice premium to sell off. I just want to see more. I wanted to expect more from this move. All right, 342. 342. What's at 342? So, as well would be good. Okay, so now it's testing that fair value gap again. Let's see. Now we get some momentum going. That's a nice move. Good for those who got that short right there. That's a nice candle, nice reaction. So now we've got all this breaker structure here. So this is a swing that's important. That's a protected swing up there. $270 down here, yes. Well, even this 280 level, it's not bad with these two structures down here. Ta-ta. Okay, so on the 15-minute, just to show you guys, this is probably the breaker structure. Gosh, what did I do? Breaker structure should be this one for me on a 15-minute. And just to take it back, yeah, we got to close below these to make this a bearish manipulation and then break down. All right, so there's a fair value gap here. Because we broke structure and all of that, it's probably a good sell. That's a nice reaction right there. So we can sell there. Let's sell. See if we can get another trade in. Right now, I want to see, oh gosh, I want to see price come down here and then there. I don't want to see price go all the way back up there. This fair value gap is going to be key to hold price. Just going to put my stop there. The only reason I'm taking this trade is, I mean, there's equal highs up here, which bugs me. Well, there, yeah. And I don't want to see this come back up here. It's, you know, manipulate, and it gets stuck down here. So I want to see if I can get something down here, even if it just comes down to this breaker structure, and then we'll see. Okay, that's the range. Fair value gap is in the range, and I want to see price go and take this one out here. So this is not A plus for me. This is definitely not. I'm just trying to see if I can trade this continuation down. To me, this is the biggest risk part up here. The liquidity that wasn't rated before this drop. And let's see. Come on, give us a little bit of a push. And this could be, swing point, swing point, swing point, consolidate, boom, stop these guys out, and then boop, pop up higher. If we close above this now, I'm just taking this trade off. Want to see price come down here. Well, let's see if we're in the clear. Still got a bit of a problem up here for me. But swing point here, then we need to close below this one here. Break of structure, I need to see us close below that. So I can move my stop much closer now. Well, I think this candle here is important. Because if it closes like this, then I'll be on it to go lower. But yeah, this one is pretty crucial for me to come to these levels here. If it pins here, I don't like it then. But it's going to do that. Alright, so I took the trade off. Everybody's wondering, what the hell are you doing, Neil? Guys, I mean, this is completely, I really hope this thing runs and go to all of that. But I'm not, I mean, the only reason I collapsed this trade is to make my P&L positive, so I'm up 600, which is fine. This is most probably going to drop now that I'm out, but I didn't break that structure there. We pinned through it. Now we're breaking it. Great. I'm not going to be too fussed about it. Protected lows up there, and yeah, it's just not, I mean, my confirmation's not right now. And it most probably will drop from here. I mean, this part is a big one for me. Equals. And even though, guys, I've closed the trade, this thing's probably going to run down and I'm losing out on all that money. That's fine. That's a decision I made. And I've got this thing, the minute I take a trade and after I've taken it, I'm questioning it. Why did I take it? Because it didn't line up properly. Then I take it off. Yep. I hope it goes to your TP sooner rather than later. I just don't like the small little drop candles. Right, so this is the breaker structure that's important for me. Okay, 2 minutes, then we in macro time. Then we might see a quick push through or something. Right, so it looks like we're getting there. It's going. Here we go. All right, so while we look at that, yep, there's your little fair value gap. Hopefully it stays like that. I just want to jump to 15 minutes here. Obviously, liquidity up there. Now we get some nice push down here. We want to close here. And then where do we go from here? There's bigger equal lows down here. There's equal lows here as well. I'm just going to mark all of this out to see if this thing starts running down. Where can we see it go? So we've got nice equal lows in this fair value gap, which is great. I just want to extend it a little bit more. And then we've got liquidity. I don't know if, okay, let's do this. From here to there. Right, so target is at 50%. We'll make that a thick blue, or let's make it green. Yeah. Green target. So if we smash through this here, we should go to that green line down there and target 50% range target. All right. So now we know, so we can go back to 1 minute. All right, so this fair value gap here, is it holding? I'm not sure. Okay, looks like it's holding. That one was holding. This is your new low. This was protected. But now I think we're going to move down to this one. Let's see. I got another candle to close here. Right. Where's this? We close below this one, so let's take. Okay, so that's 50% right there. There. There's no gaps here. That's the problem for me. There's no fair value gaps. Don't know. Don't know. So this breaker structure is changing because now I want to see this level break. Coming back up here. While I did one, so we might want to test this one again. If we break through there, then we're most probably going to go all the way to the top. Well, do those equalize though? Give me a All right, let's see. So if I have not managed my trades that I lost on the way I did, the first trade I would have lost over 1,000. Second trade also just also over 1,000. Yeah, so I reduced those risks pretty quickly. So that's critically important. That's why I'm mentioning it. And that's what's keeping us alive in this business, is to obviously put your risk out up front to say, listen, I'm willing to lose 1,000. But if there's opportunity to reduce that to $500 or 400 or break even or a positive number, then it's great in the long run. Okay, so now what are we doing here? Are we breaking this level? And is this a new? So this is obviously, or we're gonna come down and take this out. Okay, let's have a look at this. This is probably the 50%. Yes, that's 50%. But then again, there's no fair value gaps for me there, so I wouldn't have taken the trade. And again, this is the range on the 15-minute. We went outside, came back, hover above, back into the range, all the way down, and now we're back. We're stuck in this range. All right, are we breaking to the upside now? What are we doing? Okay, so those who took the shorts, where's your stops? Is it at break even? Are you still holding with full stop loss? Are you in the money? We get a break up here. Tells me we want to go higher. Break our structure. That's a breaker structure right there. Protected low over here. So let's see. Let's see what this fair value gap can offer. Will it hold price to send it lower? Or is it actually going to inverse and take it to those equal highs? So when other people look at the charts and they get into this sideways move, up, down, some people get frustrated and price action's been shit and let's move to something else or look for another strategy or something. I don't know. When I see this, I'm actually getting ready for some good price action. Because what happens after a sideways move? There's a manipulation and then there's expansion. Now, you can make money if you don't trade here or you break even here or you're frustrated and you walk away and move on with your life. But keep in mind, mark out the liquidities because what's going to happen next, there's going to be manipulation. You can make money on a manipulation. But if there's say argument's sake, we manipulate to this liquidity up here, and it gives you a clear short, then you can be sure if we short up here, gosh, we got all this liquidity down here, and that's going to give you a much bigger return on your investment than what you would have done down in here. Even, yeah, that's just a fact. So when I see this, I'm like, okay, great. Keep doing it. And we'll find a better trade in the next day or so. Right, there's a little fair value gap there. Let's see if it's going to pin up here. Just holding. Look, if you really want to break structure now to go higher, you would need to come through this higher. But then you want to see something push up here. And this becomes a new swing point. Right, so let's see if we're going to break up here. I just want to see what this candle does here, and then I think I'm most probably going to jump off. And yeah, those who want to join me in the PM session, I will be around for the PM session, and hopefully we've got something that stands out then. Right, I think this is probably going to be me for this session. Let's see if this thing wants to make a move. Just want to see how it closes. Okay, so that inverse, break structure there. So that's new protected high. I'm not going to take this trade. It's 11 o'clock. I don't trade after 11 unless I'm in a trade. I'll manage it. I don't know if we're going to go straight up there and then try to revisit this higher. But I guess, yeah, so nothing much for me to say in this price action. I'm going to hop off. I'm going to end this. And yeah, those who joined me, thanks for your support and thanks for, collaborating and sharing ideas and your entries and all of that. I'll see you guys later for those who are going to join me in the PM session. And if not, I'll see you in the AM session tomorrow. Don't overtrade, don't go crazy, and I'll see you later. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Bye.